Lord Almighty, look at all the chrome on this 1948 Buick. Well, this looks like an interesting front end of a 32 Buick. A 1959 Cadillac Hearse? And don't really see many Invictas, do you? Nor do you see very many 1920 Overlands. I think we ought to look deeper into all of this and find out what's going on. Welcome to Road Odyssey, and thank you very much for joining me for this video. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. If you're on Rumble, please follow. This is going to be video number 3 for me about United Motors. Now, you look them up in Google, and this is basically what you'll see at this day and time. So a little bit there, you can go out to their website, which ends up being their Facebook page. And I tell you what, scan through this Facebook page for a little while and you will get addicted. A lot of really cool stuff. The main dude is Pete Phillips, owner of United Motors in Bonham, Texas. They restore and repair antique cars, mostly Buicks, but also Studebakers, Chryslers, Nashes, Dodges, Plymouths, and Corvairs. Been in business since 1975, and just, they, I believe, have been in the Bonham area since around 2004. Not certain, but I think that's about right. So anyway, they have a huge inventory of Buick parts. They go back as far as the late 1930s. So just a whole lot of really neat stuff about this place. Now, what all do they do? Interior installation, like carpet, headliners, seat covers, etc. They do appraisals. They do restorations. They don't really do resto mods, but they do restorations, and extremely good restorations for that matter. And they'll do a little bit of auto sales. Well, are they very reliable? Better Business Bureau says, 100% A+ rating. Now, before I really get any further into this, I want to sidetrack. The Buick Club of America is something important to note here. Pete is the editor, and Pete has been into this club for decades. So if you go out, they publish the Buick Bugle, of which Pete, when you start looking into this, you will see he is the editor of this magnificent magazine. Just really cool. You got to flip through some of the pages of some of these issues. They are fantastic. Now, this club has been around since 1966. They are in Wikipedia, so you can learn all kinds of great things about this club. And just for grins and giggles, this dude, Joe, is a member. So pretty cool. Getting back to United Motors, I did my first video back in September of 2020, quite a long time ago. And so at that time, my phone was a bit shaky, but they did have some very nice cars there. This beauty is a 56 Buick Super, and they did a just 100% perfect, wonderful restoration on this car. As I said in their Facebook post, it took 14 months just to get it nearly completed due to a lot of missing parts. But man, does it look beautiful. At that time, they were also working on this 1963 Oldsmobile. Then come around June of 2021, I ran into this 59 Cadillac M&M Hearse. This thing is magnificent. They had started work on this hearse at least by about May of 2021. They did extensive work on both the engine and the transmission, really before doing a whole lot else. If you go out to their Facebook page and just look for anything that says Ecto or 59 or Cadillac, whatever, you will see a ton of pictures and video clips of this car. Just really fun stuff of them driving it around a little bit and at various stages of life while they're at United Motors. And then finally, there is a after shot when the car is just completed. So you really ought to kind of look at their Facebook page. Pretty cool stuff to keep up with. Now, here again, at the same time, they were working on a Buick Invicta. I think this is probably a 61 from looking at the tail lights, since it didn't have the front end on it when I was there. So anyway, these are really stylish, cool looking cars. Just go out there and look at images on Google and you'll be amazed. These are really, really neat old cars. What is also neat is Chris had taken quite a few photographs of the work that was done, especially on the engines. So pretty neat stuff out there. So again, just go check out the Facebook page. Sorry, I know I sound like a broken record. What had spurred me to make this video to begin with here in June of 2023 is I just happened to go by. Pete was there and he was extremely nice and just started showing me some of the cars that were in the shop. So it was just a really fun time with Pete and Chris and the gang, just looking at these fantastic old cars. Pete and the guys were restoring this Galaxy 500. Beautiful car. And just at the moment, working on the rag top, getting that taken care of. So let's just do a quick walk around on this beauty. Now, I really thought this was cool. An Overland 1920. This thing runs. Just a really neat, good old profile. And, you know, here again, I just like these old cars. The old wheels, not the wood, but being spoke, these are really cool. And the engine, believe it or not, it's a gravity-fed gas tank right up there. A little bitty engine. From some of the articles I saw on the internet, theoretically a 4-cylinder, 24 horsepower, maybe 27 horsepower engine might propel you up to about anywhere from 25 to 40 miles per hour. So anyway, that's what I found just right off the bat. I would like to walk you around this 1920 and just take a look, see what you think. Next was the 1923 Buick touring car. Really interesting. Pete probably told me what this was. I don't know. Verifying on the internet, it looks to me like a 45 touring car. Likely an inline 6-cylinder engine with a 3-speed transmission and, I believe, a reverse. You might have noticed up front there was no hole where you would crank the car, put the crank handle in there and crank it. This does have a starter. And way back in the day when there weren't fast food restaurants, this would have fit 5 people comfortably. Let's take another look around this nice machine. Looking now at a 1948 Buick 8 Super, described as a full-sized automobile. Yeah, I think so. Almost all the cars from this period were full-sized. These cars had a 248 cubic inch 4.1 liter engine. They eventually, probably by this time, had 110 horsepower. These were nicely sculptured cars with several amenities, which included a rear window wiper. This video has been all about bringing to your attention United Motors in Bonham, Texas. Pete is a wonderful guy for letting me show you all of his great work. This is also about the Buick Bugle, of which he is editor of. A really neat magazine that you can get online. And, you know, this is all just really fun information. Thank you very much for watching this Road Odyssey video. If you like the videos that I provide, please subscribe. And if you're on Rumble, please follow. And I hope you can all relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.